Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com, and we are working on the do's and don'ts, my do's and don'ts anyway, and on number 13. And what 13 would be how to deal with the police and authorities. Okay, now, well, first, I want to try to tell you what laws that I know of, and we'll just kind of go from there. Now, the one law that I break is because I don't report. You're supposed to whenever you go to another town, you're supposed to report and tell them that you're a foreigner and give them all your information and you are in their town. And when you do that, they're going to ask you who are you seeing, what are you doing, and they're going to ask you all kinds of questions, and that's why I don't tell them. Is I don't know. Many times I don't even know what town I'm in, and I don't know who I'm seeing. But like I say, I'm just getting a ride from somebody. I'm here. What am I doing? I don't know. I'm waiting. That's what I'm here for. I'm doing something. I don't know. I'm going to find out whenever we start doing it. And then I got to find the police department. And I can't do that. So how do you get around in a place you don't know nothing about? But these are like I say, this is 5 million people living here. And the smallest place I think I was at was a 500,000. I think they said there was a 500,000, and so it's hard to do like that, and most foreigners don't. So this is what foreigners have to do. The locals, they don't travel, and I think that's probably part of the reason. They probably have their own rules that they got to go by. In other words, when I dealing with these people, I avoid dealing with them. I got in trouble by they told me to get an extension so I could stay here longer. Just go to the police department. I went to the police department, and that's how all my problems started, is going to the police. And I even in the United States, when I was bringing our kids up when they were little, I told them, you have any problems, you go to the police. And when they got older, I told them, you never go to the police, because when if you go to the police, and then the police got to do something. And what do police do? Nothing good. So you don't go to the police. You don't. You avoid them at all costs. And I noticed even here in China, you can see these guys. They wear black clothes, and they're not stylish or nothing like that. They're not respected. I guess you don't have to be too smart to be a policeman in China. I guess that's what they tell me. They're not real smart, so people avoid them. They don't like to talk to them or have anything to do with them. Me, on the other hand, I talk to them. Well, I talk to everybody. So, but I can't say nothing. So. It's no big deal talking about that. Just now, I've been here in this apartment for 7 weeks, about 7 weeks, I guess. And when I came in, they have some new policemen there. Remember, I told you the police are. When I first got here, they had one policeman, and that's it. Now they got a whole bunch of cops all over this place, and so. But like I say, I get along with everybody. It's no big deal to me. And it was funny because when I came in late this afternoon, I came in and they got new policemen. There was 4 of them now, There was at that one place at that one time there was 4 of them, and 2 of them I've never seen before, and I always tell them, "Ni hao," hi, hello. I know 2 words, hello and thank you, and so I always use those 2 words. And so when I came in, I said, "Ni hao," and those four policemen all stood up and they saluted me. So we have a lot of fun. But then again, like I say, also when I come in, I always have my hat. When I come in, I take my hat off. And this time, everybody had their hats on and they saluted me. Earlier today, I think they were telling these new cops that I'm the American over here or something. And so when I came in, everybody took their hats off. I came in, took my hats off, and said, "Ni hao," and everybody took their hats off, and they said, "Ni hao," and that was it. So we have a lot of fun. But like I say, I have fun because remember, for me, I don't know the laws. I don't care where it is I go, even in the United States. And so since I don't know the laws, I depend heavily on my morals. And so as long as I'm doing everything morally right, in my beliefs, I've got nothing to fear. And as long as I'm morally right, I have strength. And so, like I say, the authorities of any type, they don't affect me at all because, like I say, what? I've done something wrong? Go, I don't know. If I've done something wrong, tell me. I won't do it anymore. No big deal. So, like I say, when it comes to dealing with the authorities, another thing, remember, foreigners, they don't like dealing with foreigners. I would say they don't like dealing with Americans, but I think it's just foreigners in general. Because, like I say, they're not really educated. And then when you start speaking a foreign language to them, they don't understand what you're saying. And in other words, if you haven't done anything really wrong, they probably don't want to have anything to do with you. Like I say, I've had it stop me on my motorcycle, and the guy flagged me down. I stopped. He started talking to me. I said, "Do you speak English?" And then went like that. He thought, go on. So, but like I say, I don't know. You want to tell me something, you have to tell me where I understand. I mean, otherwise, and it's not like people say, well, you need to know language when first I hear idiots. They say, well, you need to know the law before you go into these countries. Okay, you're stupid. You're not going to know the laws. Then they say, well, you need to know the language before you're right back again. You're really stupid because you don't travel to all these places and I wish you could learn all these languages before you go, but it's not reality. I mean, yes, it would be nice if you knew the laws and you knew the languages, you knew the customs, you knew all this stuff. But in my particular case, that's why I go there, so I can learn all this stuff. And like I say, if I am considered a troublemaker, I will leave. We did the same thing when I was in Cuba. Like I say, they tried to put me in jail in Cuba. I haven't done nothing. I just got here. I don't even know anybody. I don't even know where I'm at. Other than Havana, I know where I'm at the airport, but that's all I know. You know what I mean? And they really put it on me hard. And that's that's a communist country. And so dealing with the communist people are a little bit different. That's why it's taken me, like I said, I'm 68 years old. It's taken me all this time before I've come to China. Because like I say, I've already dealt with the communists once before. It's a tough racket. And like I say, this is why I'm making these videos, to help you understand what to expect and what's going on. Because, like I say, I'm not the normal tourist kind of person. I get out, I see things, I do things. And as long as you stay in line, they treat you like cattle when you're a tourist. You know that. On a cruise ship, oh, you all go over here, or when anytime you go to these places, they move you around like a herd of whatever, So, and as long as you do like you're supposed to, you're not going to have any problems. Now, once you get out amongst everybody like I do, you're going to have problems. That doesn't mean you've done anything wrong. It just means you're going to have problems you're going to have to deal with. And so that's what you got to think on. Now, I wish, okay, in communist countries, you don't even think about bribing, because bribing is the death penalty for them. Now, I don't know what happens to us, foreigners, if we try to bribe. I don't know. I have no idea. So you need to keep that in mind. Don't think you're going to bribe your way out of trouble. But the best thing is just be, especially now. I don't know about everybody in the world, but I know something about Americans. And if you act like a good American, understand that you are reflecting your country, and you act that way, you shouldn't have any problems at all. And if you do, like me, even though I'm not like all the tourists, I'm still a tourist, and I still reflect Americans and the American value. And so that's the way I'm going to act. One way or the other. Like it or not, that's the way it is. And like I say, if you don't like it, I'll move on out. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com. Now we're going to go on to 14.